this headroom that you talked about is the headroom for digital ad spends that can go up in India.
No, overall ad spend as a percentage of economy itself is, lower than it could be in the country. And over time, that's also, anticipated to increase.
How is Reels supercharging your India growth story in terms of the daily watch times, in terms of, how many Reels are played every day, in terms of content creator economy, but also in terms of how it is benefiting businesses?
Great question, Mamita. So Reels continues to supercharge, definitely Meta's growth in India. In fact, I'll give you a global stat. Around 50% of all global watch hours are now Reels-driven watch hours. So it is significant for us on the platform. That's on Instagram. And what we've also said is India is a leading country for Reels watch time on Instagram. So any way you see it, Reels is big for Meta globally, but Reels is certainly huge for Meta in India. I want to share with you a few stats that will bring to life how both creators and brands are thinking about Reels in the country. And what we've seen is, we've also been, really pleasantly sort of surprised by the amount of take-up that we've seen brands do for Reels. Because it's a new format, they have to create for this new format. You and I were just discussing we should do a Reel together after this is over. But what we've seen is that almost last year we launched Made on Reels, and I think you were there for that. We talked about that as well. That was our first sort of foray into helping brands understand the power of creators and the power of Reels, and that did really well, and we kept continuing to expand the cohort. What we're now seeing is brands organically build for Reels. So rather than build at the bottom of the funnel, once the whole campaign is done, Diwali is upon us, sort of putting something together. Now Reels is getting actually part of their early planning around. Already it's in the consideration set when they're thinking about their campaign. So that's one big change we've noticed. And it comes because there's some hard numbers behind it. A survey that we ran and we shared, 63% of people that we surveyed said that they would buy something, if a creator or an influencer endorsed it. We also saw stats that said almost 33% of beauty purchases were done on Reels. So we actually saw them, start and, make their journeys and their purchases being influenced by Reels. We saw a similar number for fashion, which was, I think, around 45%. So what you're seeing is not just that the content is, the medium is exploding in terms of consumption on our platform, but you're also seeing brands and creators make use of that to get the outcomes that they want with their businesses or with their audiences.